Bing, bing, bing. Ah! Hello, everybody, and welcome again to Keystone Film Review. We just saw Black Adam, spelled A-D-A-M, not A-T-O-M, like I thought it was for the longest time.
Really?
Directed, of course, by Juan collet-serra.
Jaume collet-serra.
Sarah?
Serra.
Of course, it's starring Dwayne Johnson, Aldous Hodge, Pierce Brosnan, Noah Centineo, Sarah Shahi, Quintessa Swindle, Marwan Kenzari, and Mohammed Amer, who's got a great show on Netflix called Mo that everyone should check out. He is the shining light of this movie. This is the latest DC movie. Of course, everyone kept talking about how violent this was going to be.
Yes, and apparently...
Superhero violence is not violence.
Well. There was apparently going to be a lot of violence, and Mr. Johnson praised that there was going to be. But you know how the rating systems go and all the cuts and all that. Apparently, at first it was going to be rated R, but they did a bunch of cuts. I did just read this, so it is fact. me and my word that there was going to be a rated R, and then it got brutally chopped down to the point.
It's a shame.
To where it got sucked down to a PG-13, which really wish this was an R, because it could have been really brutal. At points it was a little brutal, but not to the point where it could have been.
I mean, judging by how many people were in our theater, they're not gaining any more audience by making it PG-13.
Besides us two, there was 3 other people.
3 other people, all above the age of 17.
Yep. Actually, the people who were just blinding us.
They were just blinding us. I had zero hopes for this movie going in, because I like Dwayne Johnson, but I have a little bit of Dwayne Johnson fatigue. Yeah. He's in everything. He's like...
He doesn't change terribly much about the roles that he's in.
He doesn't. Snitch is probably his most diverse role as far as acting goes, and no one saw Snitch except for me. Did you see Snitch?
I did not see
He did not see Snitch. See? Fact proven. I was the only one in the entire world that saw it. But yeah, so I had zero hopes for this, and other than for Mohammed Amer, because he's hilarious, pretty much all my expectations were met when there were no expectations. So that just goes to tell you the quality of this movie.
Yeah, as most of you know, Black Adam is kind of like an anti-hero slash villain to Shazam, which we got a movie back in 2018 or 19, one of those. I'm pretty sure 18 back then, and it has almost nothing to do with the man Shazam himself, although there are the wizards. But Shazam is nowhere in Philadelphia. Well, he probably is in Philadelphia, but Black Adam is not in Philadelphia in the slightest. So if you're hoping to see...
He's in Kahndaq.
Yes, he's in Kahndaq. So if you're hoping to see that, he's not in it. Now,
this is off topic completely, does the comic book Shazam actually take place in Philly?
Yes.
It does? So we like Shazam for that reason alone. We're contractually obligated to like anything
certified banger
in Philly. Even all the Rockies that take place in Philly that are bad, we have to like. It's science. It's law.
Contract.
It's contract. This movie, in my mind, was an acting fiasco, specifically from the younger actors in this. Not knocking them, they're still new to the craft, I'm assuming. Probably didn't have great direction either, but they were not good. There's 2 main like teenage actors. There's the one who plays like the young Dwayne Johnson's son. He's not great, and then the main one who's in present day. And
the one in the present day is kind of annoying.
Very annoying, and just bad delivery on everything, especially his ADR lines. I know no one's going to see. There's a scene where he's supposed to be shouting to a crowd, and he's just talking like this because it's ADR. Hey, we got to band together. And everyone, even like 300 feet away, turned towards him, even though they're all chattering together.
They're like, wow, our mystic ears. Wow.
That was the best take you had? That was the best take you had? You couldn't have done better than that? Didn't even have a megaphone or anything. But yeah, there are a few really fun and funny parts in this, but they're few and far between, and I didn't care for it really.
Same for me as far as Mike goes. Their expectations, there weren't many. I'm pretty much superheroed out by now. Kind of after Endgame, it's just back to square one. But now the square one is a lot of territory I don't know as much. I do know Black Adam, but I don't know a lot of his stuff. But it goes for more than just Black Adam. I will say, Dr. Fate is supremely fucking underpowered in this movie. Dear God. But I will also say, somehow perfect fucking casting. Pierce Brosnan was great as Dr. Fate.
The casting for a lot of the people in this were really good.
Aldous Hodge, he was
Hodge, yeah.
really great too. And in fact, I would love to see them reappear in other movies in the future. But the other two, the guy who played Atom Smasher, he was funny. He wasn't outstanding in any way.
I thought because of his name the entire time he was gonna smash The Rock. Just Atom Smasher, Black Adam, he's gonna smash Adam.
Yeah, this whole time. And then,
in whichever way you want to believe I'm talking about.
And then the Cyclone character was fine. She kind of just gave a little bit of exposition and threw some glittered wind at people.
Like she never really did anything that was like effective.
Yeah.
But she made it look nice.
Yeah.
So
like she wasn't the actress wasn't bad in any way.
Yeah.
But it was just the character almost wasn't needed other than to get some wind going to some places
and some color.
Yeah. But I mean, other than that, the Rock was actually pretty good for a good chunk of the movie. If it was rated R, I think I would have actually liked this a lot.
I think I would have liked it more. I don't know if I would have liked it a lot
because true. There's a lot. I would like to see that rated R cut or whatever they had going.
They maybe release it on Blu-ray or something.
There's a thing going on with Warner Brothers, which I don't blame them. A lot of product placement and music placement that they own. Sony does it too. Suicide Squad, the first one, was a really bad representation of it, where they just throw fucking music everywhere. This has a little bit of that, where like it feels like they could put a good original score in there, but instead they just throw Kanye West in there, and it's like, all right, that's...
Was Kanye in there? I don't know.
Kanye was in there.
Other than Jesus Walks, I don't know any of his songs.
I don't remember the exact song, but it's I actually cannot say it because I am a white man. So there's that. They have a bad track of where they could easily just put original score, but instead they're probably trying to save money and use product placement of just boom soundtracks we own.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a fault with almost a lot of their movies.
The best song placement was, of course, it's practical. It's not just like a song over. It's when Muhammad Americ's character sings "Baby Come Back."
Yep. And it's a funny one.
It is funny. Because he's honestly the best part of this movie, and he should have been in it more.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm superheroed out, like you said. I was superheroed out way before you did.
Yeah.
Before Endgame. So at this point, I'm at a point where, like, if a superhero movie can make me laugh, I'm more likely to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Which I know a lot of the fans don't want that, which is fine.
It's such a and that we're gonna break some ground because of what I'm about to say, and I'm sorry whoever's editing this in the future and then gets flack for it in the future. We're at a point right now where fans, they know exactly what they want, and whatever they're getting, they're going to fucking protest regardless.
Like Star Wars fans.
And me, for instance, I know what I want. I'm not enjoying what we're getting, but I'm not necessarily bitching about it, and I'm not like, this needs to fucking end and this is bullshit, brother. I'm turning to Hulk Hogan, but still, I'm not upset the way it's going, because I know at a certain point it's going to get kind of where we're going to want it in a way. So this is all just bullshit right now.
Just be glad you're getting anything.
Because
especially with Warner Brothers, they canceling Batgirl. They have removed so many things that were already released just for insurance purposes, and they were deleted. They will never be seen ever again unless someone pirated them.
Which I'm sure will happen in the future.
Yeah,
but
so just be glad you're getting anything, because they are, like, burning their house down. And I don't know how it's not insurance fraud. Like, it's... If this were, like, not a multi-billion-dollar company, or I don't know how much, I'm assuming it's billion. If it was just a family destroying their stuff in order to get insurance money, that's insurance fraud. So I don't know how it's different for them to publicly acknowledge that they have these things, but they're destroying them to make insurance. So a lawyer, any insurance lawyer, comment down below how that is not insurance fraud, because it blows my mind.
Also, welcome to the channel.
Welcome to the channel. Thank you for watching.
Speaking of removed, this movie, I think I read that it, as far as it goes, it is connected, but it's not going to be in future installments, which is weird, because if this does well, what the fuck is Warner Brothers going to do? They're going to be like, oh, well, this did really well, but we're not going to capitalize on it in the slightest. And The Rock has been promoting this since day one, basically by himself.
Yeah.
So if it does well, is he just going to be like middle fingers because this isn't going anywhere? This is great. I don't know. It's in a weird limbo right now. A lot of Warner Brothers stuff is right now, which is fucked.
If you ask me, it's insurance fraud what they're doing.
They have track.
Welcome to America.
They have a track of where they have the fundamentals of doing what can be done very well, but they're just dropping the ball every time they catch it.
Just because they don't have patience.
They have some really good casting for their superheroes, and then they have really shit ones that they keep using. I'm jumping down a drama. I'm sipping some tea right now.
The Flash.
Yeah. Cyborg's actor, Raymond Fisher.
That's not his fault, though.
That's no. Well, he could be getting work.
That's Joss Whedon's fault.
Of what he's been doing, and he's been proven that he can, that he was right this whole time, and then he's still not getting anything. He was supposed to be in the Flash movie. He's not even. We're so far from the Black Adam movie. Hey.
Anything is more interesting than the Black Adam movie.
I almost fell asleep 3 times in the beginning.
Honestly,
the second half was pretty decent.
I thought you were mad at me for some reason.
I would never.
Just the way you were acting.
I was
like, anytime I would say something to you, you were just like.
No, I was like this. I'm like trying not to fall asleep. I'm like,
I thought we were gonna get a divorce for a second. I'm like, what did I do?
Close to falling asleep.
Who gets the YouTube channel if we separate?
Yeah, but I mean, the movie for most of it wasn't bad. It had potentially better. Most of Warner Brothers stuff, unless it's made by James Gunn, could be much better.
And that's because James Gunn's amazing.
Yes. But I mean, I had fun with it for the most part, especially the second half when it actually started to get on its feet.
Yes.
Or fly, whatever
the first half is exposition heavy, and then once it gets going, it's
very fast paced. How. Like, exposition.
Yeah. Ratings, I guess we should get. Just we've been rambling.
I'm going to be very considerate. I'll be very nice. I'll be very kind. I'm going to give it a 3. Because it's been better than most DC films, but it was still a little bit of a lull at certain points, but it was still pretty good for most of what they've been cranking out so far. And I'm going to hate myself. Now, I'm pretty sure I gave Man of Steel a 3.5, so I'll be very upset if I gave it a 3 and then made it on par with this movie.
I'm going to give this, the movie as a whole, 2.5 out of 5. Parts with Muhammad Amer, I'm probably mispronouncing the name, but parts with him, 4 out of 5.
Ooh.
But overall, it's a 2.5 out of 5. Yeah. Check out Mo on Netflix. I'm not being paid to say this. It's just a really good show. And he's hilarious in it. It's his show. I believe he wrote it. If not, he definitely created it. Again, I'm not a superhero fan, so superhero fans are definitely going to like this more than I did.
It do be a movie.
It do be a movie. Just as much of a movie as Don't Worry, Darling, starring Florence Pugh and Harry Styles.
Yes.
So.
Wow.
Yes. What did you think of Black Adam if you've seen it? Is Muhammad Amer the best part of it? If no, you're wrong. If yes, why? Because he is, and that's all you need to say. Comment down below your thoughts on Black Adam in general. And check out Mo on Netflix. I really should get paid to plug that show, but it's really good. A24 show, if that helps anybody. Shazam! I'm not going to do anything with that. Just